You have clicked the right video because we are going to launch into some strategies which are going to enable you to get your best ever result in the Easter event. We're going to dive in to some tracks and let's look forward because we're about to get this underway. So our first race, the same as last week, comes from Zandvoort and it's a 100% wet race. It's obviously a grip and a tyre track, and the boosts you want to use are Hex, SAR, Tuning, Prince and Frost are all very good round Zandvoort. Predominantly, I would highly recommend, even though the strategy might be a little bit different, Tuning and even Prince are very good round here. Key opportunities to overtake: turns 1, turns 3, 9 and 10 is where you will do your predominantly higher overtaking. So Hex on the wets will give you a brilliant run down the straight, but definitely look at doing Tuning is a very good boost for a quick pit stop. Predominantly a 4 wet, 3 wet, or if you're flipping it round you can do a 3 wet, 4 wet, either way. So look at the boost. Hex, Tuning, even Prince for blocking is very good as well. Race 2 from France, slight wet percentage again as well. So grip, aero and speed, you can go either way with this track. Boosts, dead fast, downforce, eagle, fireworks. So your speed boosts are good down the straight. Your cornering and grip boosts are very good through the corners. A lot of overtaking to be done. Turns 1, turns 5, turns 8 and 9 at the end of the first straight. You've got turn 10 and 11 coming round, and then through the last section, turns 12, 14 and 15. So turns 8 and 9 and turns 10 are going to predominantly be speed boost overtakes, and the rest are going to be using a cornering and grip boost. Strategy, a firm favourite of mine, doing a 2-3-3 on the dead fast, and then you can do a 3-2-3 on the firework as well. You can also convert to a one stop doing a 4M, and you can either use something like a Street Shark or even Downforce is very good. And then in the wet, 4 wet, 4 wet on the Hex, and doing a 3 wet, 3 wet, 2 wet on the Tuning is very efficient. BAKU has another rain chance again, so 3 races in a row with some rain percentage. We've got grip and speed. So similar to France, you've got your speed down the straight and you've got your grip through the middle sector. You've got dead fast, lumberjack, shark, firework, eclipse, or if you want to push through the middle, something even like kawaii would be good. We've got Hex, SAR, Tuning, Prince, exception for the wet boosts. So turn 1 at the end of the straight, we've got turn 2 as well. Even down to turn 3 and turn 6, and then coming out turn 15, 16 and turn 20, which is the kink in the straight, provides some decent opportunities to overtake around the streets of BAKU. Strategy is predominantly using speed boosts, firework, dead fast on the first 2, doing a 3-2-3 and a 3-3-2, splitting the strategy up slightly. Make sure to create enough gap between the 2 drivers. If not, you could do a Street Shark, 4 hard, or using basically dead fast and doing an undercut with 2. Hex and Tuning are your wet boosts. BAHRAIN, no rain here, and literally a grip track. So Jin, Downforce, Eagle, Ode and Taurus are brilliant round here. No need for any speed boosts, but they will come in handy down the straights if you do choose to use them. I recommend cornering and grip, and we've got overtaking spots in turns 1, turns 4, 8, 10 and then 11, 13 and 14. So if you want to make some moves, definitely give it a push through them corners, and you too can do a overtake up turn 10 like Fernando Alonso did on Lewis Hamilton. So some good overtaking points here at BAHRAIN. The strategy then, Jin on the first driver doing a 3 soft, 2 soft, 3 soft. You can also use Ode and Tuning if you're starting further back. We've then got a 4M on Downforce, 4M on Taurus as well. Predominantly a one stop with driver number 2. Austria then, grip, tyre and speed is our fastest lap circuits of the weekend. So you want to push in opening and final round. Firework, the go-to boost, even voice is just behind that one. But you can use Downforce on a one stop, Eagle on a one stop as well. Turn 1 up the hill, and then turns 3 as you carry on through. You've got turn 4, 6, 7 and 10 are all decent overtaking opportunities at the circuit of Austria. And yes, it's blue because it's the fastest lap. Force off 5M with firework. You want to be setting your fastest laps in lap 2 or lap 3. And then you can come back and do a one-stop. It's predominantly a one-stop circuit. And then you can do a 5M with 4 softs on the downforce. Voices there, downforce, Nassar and Kauai are all great boosts around Austria. On to Silverstone, grip and tyre circuit again. Jin, downforce, Eagle, Deadfast and Taurus. Some brilliant overtaking spots as well. So turns 3, turns 4 and turn 6 in the first sector. You can't really overtake around the next 3 or 4 corners. So through Maggots and Beckett's up to turns 13, 14 and then 15, 16 and 17 all produce some overtaking opportunities where you want to be pushing hard to try and make them early overtaking happen. The strategy. So Deadfast works great on driver 1, doing a 3-2-2, gives you a lot of time for pushing as well. And then the second driver goes to a one stop, and that Eagle really lets you push a bit more on the mediums when everybody else pits. A lot of the AI will pit laps 2 and laps 3. So your overcut is the go-to, and that's why driver 2 is all about that overcut. Abu Dhabi using one of my older sheets then, so grip, tyre and speed. We've got boosts, Deadfast, Firework, Eagle, Jin and Taurus, and you can overtake into turns 1 and turn 5 at the hairpin. Flying down the straight, you can get a launch through turns 6 and all the way through to turn 9. It is the new map on here, but it is the old track in the game. So turn 9 and 10 are still good overtaking opportunities. And then turns 13 and 16 provide you with some more overtaking. So it's key to be pushing here down that big long straight, because you can really fly and gain 2 or 3 positions sometimes at the end of that straight. So keep on trying. On to strategy. Driver 1, 3-2-3. You can do softs at the end if you want as well, depending on your lead. But Firework will give you that really attack from the front. And then if not, a 4M on Deadfast. And you can literally push for 1.5 laps on the first stint and a good 2 or 3 laps on the second. So predominantly a one-stop can work so well round here. Another old cheat with Jeddah, Aero, Tyre and Speed. And you want to be using boosts like Deadfast, Firework, Shark, Lumberjack, Eclipse. I know it's not on there, but you can use Eclipse very well as well. And not many overtaking opportunities. More comes at the start and the end of the lap. So turns 1 and 4, and then turn 13 through the middle. And then the last couple of corners, you've got turns 22 and turns 27. Give some very good speed overtaking opportunities. We have got 9% chance of rain, I think it is. So they are excellent. Tuning are good boosts, but not many people have raced this circuit in the rain. So it is a bit of a guess with strategy. What is the strategy? 2-2, 2-2 on the Firework. Basically pushing 2 laps, conserve for 1.5, push again, and literally that 2-2-2 works a treat. You've then got a 3M 2 soft on the Lumberjack, which can work, or other boosts that you can use, and a 3M 2 soft 3M on the Deadfast also works an absolute treat. I also want to say a massive thank you to all the channel members we've got so far. Javier, Magni, Touch Me Dilly, all with the donations and the subscribe as well. We've got Igor, Andrew, Nathaniel, Liquid Blizzard, Paul, Michael Bence, you there, MQZT, Eri Stark, Keith and AE Wallace. A big shout out to all of you channel members. It means the world for your support, and thank you once again.